What's up, everybody? Today I have a very interesting video for you guys. Before we get into it, make sure you leave your comments down below if you have any thoughts or predictions on this video. You know, usually like, share, and check out my other videos. Check out my last video. Samantha Luso dies in Cobra Kai Season 4. And, a little note on that. Stop hating on me. It can happen. Make sure you, I'm serious, make sure you leave a like if you enjoy this video. Share this video again. Need all the views I can get. I'm sure someone out there who you know personally who would need likes to this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are not. If you enjoy this channel content, check out my other reviews if you are not. Need all the views I can get. So without further ado, let's get into this one. So I do want to make another announcement though. This will be my last video until probably like the 4th or 5th of October because I'm going on vacation next week. Yes, it's my school's fall break. Today was the last day, buddy. And we're going to Florida. I live in Asheville, North Carolina. You know, Moon's region. So lucky to feel that. Moon's always been my Cobra Kai crush. But yeah, we're going to Destin, Florida for a week. And yeah, so I'm definitely excited about that. But I will not be around you anymore until a little while. So unfortunately, I will not be reacting to teaser tomorrow. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I know as much as any of y'all are. So make sure you stay tuned for that though tomorrow. We have a lot of good stuff coming up that we will make so many assumptions, predictions about, but none of us will be right. We know that's how the last teaser went, but I think they'll actually expand on this one a little bit. So anyway, make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And without further ado, me blabbering, let's officially get into my theory. Why Robby King will do so many bad things, but what's going to be the worst one? What's going to be the one that sticks out, one of the most memorable moments of Cobra Kai history, prior seasons, this season, and the 2 future likely seasons that we're going to get? Which one is going to truly just stick out? Which one is? Let me tell you something. Cobra Kai Season 4, I truly think is going to have a lot of villains, a lot of bad people, a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, a lot of wildness. But Robby King, I'm telling you, he is going to be awful. I'm not lying. So, I'm going to give 4 potential candidates, starting now, for the worst thing that Robby will do, the one that sticks out in all moments of the show, probably sticks out, you never know, was worse. Probably not as worse as Miguel, but that was an accident. This is something he will do intentionally, emphasizing the hate in his heart. So, the number one thing, I'm not going to throw the kill Samantha in here, so you basically give 5. Since I've already done that, got so much hate for it. Number one. The number one thing will be break a student's arm. And this is possible. This is possible near the mid-season street fight. Now, I've been thinking, I'm not really totally confident that this is going to be happening. But if Dimitri was to get a character arc change, switch to Cobra Kai, it would happen at the mid-season street fight, and that would be the big arc. But if that happened and Robby broke somebody's arm just like Hawk did, you wouldn't think they'd rinse and repeat, do the pretty much the exact same thing. So maybe it wouldn't happen around the mid-season, but it definitely wouldn't happen. It could happen right before the tournament, but it definitely wouldn't happen in the first couple episodes. It either happened in the first couple episodes. It would either happen mid-season or right before the tournament to put somebody down. And the candidates for that wouldn't be Samantha necessarily, not Dimitri. They wouldn't put him through that arc. Most likely Miguel, but I'm not lying. This could be about Hawk. It's that your Hawk is no doubt going to face some kind of problem of some kind and being jumped by the Cobras. There's no doubt about that in Cobra Kai Season 4. So that's the number one thing. The number 2 option is making his mother, who really was the one who stuck around, cry, bawl. If this happens, this will be... I made a video even about this before. I got a ton of views, actually. Saddest thing Cobra Kai Season 4, it's probably maybe 40 videos back. It has a thumbnail, though. It's Season 2, Episode 9, when Robby and his mother were talking together in the Russo household. And, she was the one to make everything up to him. If you remember that moment, you'll recognize it. Hopefully, it has 300-some views, I think. But, and that's successful for me. You guys are awful. But anyway, no, you guys are great. I love you guys. Anyway, if Robby does interact with his mom, which is confirmed, due to her Instagram that she is in Cobra Kai season 4, I just don't see him coming around to her, because after everything she's done, and Robby's not an idiot. He obviously knows that she was part of getting him arrested, and now he's got the reform being mad at his parents for failing him his whole childhood. She's going to come in back in some way. She's one of those characters, just like Training Cruz, these minor characters, the minor characters that are connected to Robby. That's why something might big had come out with Training Cruz as well. It might come out as, she'll come out some way out of the darkness in this season, at least for once. And I just think that Robby's going to resist her, and we might see a really, really emotional scene that, like, trumps Miguel versus Johnny in the hospital when Miguel, yelled and was basically blaming him for his accident. Get out of here. In season 3, believe me, this will be a lot worse, this interaction. This will be a memorable moment that when we rewatch this episode, a lot of us actually might skim over. I ain't lying. I probably will. You might want to call me a pansy, or, the other word that they use in Cobra Kai all the time, but hey, I'm a good-hearted person. The third possible thing. Now, this one is a personal theory, really. This one's kind of thrown out there. Is if he was to target Carmen, you could almost think Robby's going to be misogynistic, in my perspective, and he might be. So if he was to target Carmen to like maybe taunt her what he did to her son, or if he was to ruin his dad's marriage, that's the whole thing. But he would target Carmen because he might not know. We do not know for sure. We know Carmen knows that Johnny is his son. He said Robby before, but how does she know it's that Robby that almost killed? She would have had. Surely she would have factored that in when they talked about the accident. And the scene I was also talking about, season 3, episode 8, when Carmen was convinced of Johnny, to try to fight for the tournament at the court meeting, and was saying, bro, I just don't want to screw things up with Miguel, just like I screw things up with Robby. And why would when Carmen was talking about Miguel's accident, how she thought it was Johnny's fault, why would she not bring that into the mix? I think this might be what drives Johnny and Carmen apart, if they even do get together. And if they do, it might be short-lived. But I'm telling you, not many people talk about this. I really think it is possible that she don't know. I could be wrong. But Robby, whether or not she does it or not, might try to... Now, they obviously wouldn't do it if she did know, I guess. But, it'd have to be if she didn't know. He might target, if they do want to throw the spot in there, I can definitely see him targeting her to try to ruin his dad's marriage. Because he is going to go berserk in season 4. That's what I'm saying. He's got revenge. He's got crease in his ear. He's going to have even silver in his ear, training him like a dog. Robby, it is inevitable for him to be awful. He's going to have an awful girlfriend. He is going to be just awful. Awful. I'm serious. He wants revenge on everybody and will target anybody Miyagi, and he is going to make sure he causes the most havoc in his former allies' life, now his worst enemies, as possible. And the fourth, well, not all former allies, but, the people he should be with, and the people he somewhat was with, Daniel, Sam, and, does have love for Johnny, and, they were getting a little bit together, but definitely not Miguel, but those aren't really a rivalry. And the last thing I do, and I tell you, people want to argue with me about this too. Robby could damage Miyagi-Do Dojo or the Russo household in some way that sets Daniel completely over the edge. This might be the thing that happens after the tournament. It really might. That sets Daniel completely over the edge. Because I think if Robby loses this tournament, he's going to go off and he's going to do something really, 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 really bad. And whatever the outcome of that is will be the big cliffhanger. I'm going to make a video soon about what, because I've had mixed speculations in there, I know. But it's all coming down to the nitty-gritty now with time and everything. I really do. I have my heart set on this. I think Robby will. Hawk's got it. I really do. Robby will lose and will do something insane, and it will cause a big problem, and it could be damage the Russo household, damage Miyagi-Do. Not just go as far as burning, but really smashing Mr. Miyagi. So I'm telling you, they could go in that direction. where he really destroys that dojo, where unlike in season 2, it's a different kind of arc where it's unrepairable, and Daniel will be way more disappointed when he knows somebody like Robby did it, and way more angry because of all the other things that Robby's going to do that he's going to put to the side because, he's such an ally, former ally of his, and he's obviously a kid, but this will be something Daniel will not back down on. And if he does something really bad like Samantha or Miguel after the tournament, I don't think personally, I don't think either of those he could lose to in the tournament, and that's not who I really think Hawk's got in the bag. Robby and Samantha's kind of the favorite final match of Robby winning. I just don't see that. I really don't. But Robby could do this. I'm telling you, and it will set Daniel over the edge. He could go to Robby could damage the house. The house. Obviously, maybe some very prestigious belongings. That he knows Daniel cherishes from his time being there. Maybe robs them. He could rob them. Seriously, I ain't even lying. Does something, really bad, like Samantha there. I don't know. Robby, he's going to be bad, but that could be a possible thing that I can see happening. And if it does, it's going to be at the ending. It's going to be the thing that finally draws Daniel over the edge. Be like, I'm not putting up with you anymore. He's going to confront him, and Robby might try to fight, and we know who. We know. We don't want to think about where it's going from there. So this season could end up really dark. Not necessarily with the bad guys winning, but with an evil, awful, heartbreaking, match to watch. That's just what I'm really thinking at this point. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Mark Ward, he will strike Robby by the end of Cobra Kai Season 4. Whether that happens or not, it'll be toward the end, I think. Unless Robby, and it is possible, unless Robby does something really, 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 really bad at the start of the season, that it's not a plot that, a bunch of things led up to, driving Daniel over the edge to do that, and he does something really, really, really bad at any random time of the season. I'd say it's going to be late, though, and it could be before the tournament. That could drive Robby hard. He probably would win if that was the case. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you leave your comments down below if you have any thoughts or theories on this one or any others. You like, share if you agree with me or not. I'm sure you don't. Y'all are haters. I'd love to create a prediction analysis together. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Share this video if you can. Need all views I can get. Share someone out there who personally would need to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you already not. If you enjoy this channel's content, share them other videos there or not. Need all the views I get. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. So take care. Have a great fall break. Like me. Y'all probably going somewhere better than me. If I do have a lot of people watching, watch this video and share. Alright guys, remember, Robby can't tell me evil. Love you guys so much. See you guys in a few weeks. So take care. Peace.